Wisconsin is prominent in tonight's new indictment.
Let's get right to 12 News political director Matt Smith live in the newsroom. Matt.
Joyce, part of the conspiracy charges focus on the plan in 7 states, including Wisconsin, tonight to have Republican electors submit false paperwork to Congress claiming Trump won those states when he didn't, much of which 12 News has documented. And now tonight is a major part of this new indictment. Tonight, the new federal indictment calls it the Wisconsin Memo, a plan crafted by Trump attorney Kenneth Chesebro just as the presidential recounts were getting underway in Milwaukee and Dane counties.
On motion, Commissioner Buss.
Prosecutors say Chesebro first sent the plan to Jim Troupis, the Trump campaign attorney in Wisconsin overseeing the recounts, who appeared on Upfront in December 2020.
Do you acknowledge that Joe Biden won the election?
No.
The goal, prosecutors say, from the top levels of the Trump campaign to Trump himself expanded to get Republican electors in 7 states to submit false paperwork and deliver it to Vice President Mike Pence on January 6th to upend Congress's certification of the results for Joe Biden. I'm curious, in those moments on that day, were you aware of that plan?
I was not aware of any plan to present alternate electors.
Federal prosecutors outlining the attempt to deliver Wisconsin and Michigan's electors to the vice president through an unnamed senator, which ultimately didn't happen. That senator, Wisconsin Republican Ron Johnson.
I had nothing to do with the alternate slate. I had no idea that anybody was going to ask me to deliver those. My involvement in that attempt to deliver spanned the course of a couple seconds.
Donald Trump is alleged to be ultimately the leader of this conspiracy to try to overthrow the results of an election.
Wisconsin Attorney General Josh called tonight just moments after the indictment came down. You said before, Attorney General, the federal investigation may impact how you move. We've now seen an indictment. What changes, if anything, from your perspective?
Well, again, we remain focused on following developments as they happen, and we're going to make decisions based on our best judgment about what the law provides, what the facts show.
Tonight, Michigan's Republican electors are facing state felony charges, the first state to do so. Federal prosecutors in this new indictment tonight saying some of the fraudulent electors were tricked into participating.
The former president's arraignment set for Thursday afternoon in this case. Political director Matt Smith live in the newsroom.